The day began with a promise. I felt strong, confident, the sun urging me up the mountain trail. My boots crunched in rhythm, my heart matched the beat. I believed I was the master of this wild place. The air was crisp, my lungs full of energy. I had a map, a compass, and certainty. Then, everything changed. The sky darkened, wind howled, rain lashed down. The trail vanished beneath a torrent. Each step became a desperate scramble on slick rock. The mountain turned from playground to beast. Darkness fell fast. I was lost. My map was useless, my compass spun wild. Every direction was a wall of black rain. Confidence faded, replaced by cold dread. I was alone, exposed, humbled. That's when I heard it, a whisper, not from the storm, but from within. It was fear, not panic, but a calm, steady presence. It told me to stop, to think, to not move blindly. My arrogance had led me here, but this whisper was my only chance. I had to find shelter now. The mountain was in charge. I had to listen. I moved, guided by that quiet voice. Each decision was deliberate, every step a negotiation with the mountain. Fear wasn't my enemy, it was my guide. And in that moment, it was the only thing keeping me alive. Fear is often misunderstood. We see it as weakness, but in the storm, I learned its true nature. Real fear is quiet. A cold, honest voice that cuts through chaos. It doesn't want to hurt you. It wants to keep you alive. That night, fear was my companion. It made my skin prickle, my senses sharpen. It told me which paths to avoid, which steps to test. Fear wasn't an enemy to conquer, but information to use. Panic is fear's reckless cousin. Dangerous and blinding. But fear itself makes you careful, observant, present. It slowed me down, made me search for shelter. Feel the ground before each step. I stopped fighting it and started listening. Fear became my partner, the part of me that wanted to see the sunrise. Acknowledging it didn't make me weaker, it made me smarter. It stripped away ego, leaving only the mission survive. The cold, honest voice of fear was my anchor. I put my faith in its guidance. Guided by fear, I moved with purpose along the cliff, searching for shelter. Then I saw it, a flicker of orange deep in a cave. Hope surged, fear shifted. There, go there, carefully. I approached, the scent of wood smoke drawing me in. Inside, a small fire crackled. An old traveler sat beside it, wrapped in a blanket, sipping tea. He looked up, unsurprised, and nodded toward the fire. The storm brought you, did it? Come, get warm. I collapsed by the flames, warmth seeping into my bones. The traveler handed me tea. It was the best thing I'd ever tasted. You look like you've met a ghost, he said. Worse, I replied. I met myself. All I had left was fear. He smiled. So you were not alone. You had a guide. Fear is not a ghost to exorcise. It's a companion. The question is, have you learned to listen to it? I stared into the fire, realizing fear had saved me. The storm outside raged, but inside I was safe. Fear had led me here. It was not my enemy, it was my lifeline. The old traveler leaned forward, firelight flickering on his face. Fear comes in 3 forms, he said. Tonight you met fear, the defender. It's your ancient guardian, the instinct that kept your ancestors alive. It doesn't reason, it acts. Its only mission, keep you safe from harm. The defender's domain is the storm, the crumbling ledge, the sudden danger. It made you stop, seek shelter, sharpen your senses. It's not pleasant, but it's why you're alive. Thank it. It did its job perfectly. I remembered the cold dread, the command to stop. It wasn't weakness, it was survival. The defender doesn't care about ego, he continued. It cares about keeping your heart beating. We mistake it for the enemy, but being fearless in real danger isn't courage, it's foolishness. The defender is a gift. It loves you in the most primal way. Your job is to listen, respect its power, and act on its warning. It's your first and most important line of defense. I understood. Fear was my bodyguard, always on duty, and tonight it had saved my life. But fear isn't always about danger, the traveler said, adding wood to the fire. The second form is fear the teacher. It's the fear of failure, rejection, the unknown, the edges of your comfort zone. It shows you where you need to grow. Why did you come to this mountain? He asked. To prove something? To escape? The challenges we seek outside often mirror those we avoid inside. Fear, the teacher, appears at the brink of a breakthrough. It's the guardian of your potential. It's a signpost. Your next lesson is on the other side. I realized my fear wasn't just about the storm. It was about failing to be the person I wanted to be. Don't run from this teacher, he advised. Face it. Ask, what are you teaching me? Approach fear with curiosity, not resistance. It becomes your mentor. It's the architect of your character. My fear was a map, pointing to where I needed to grow. The final face of fear, the traveler whispered, is fear the conductor. It's not about safety or growth, but your soul's true path. It's the unease when you betray your values, the fear of a wasted life. The conductor doesn't shout or lecture. It hums, a call to authenticity. It asks, are you being true? It's your spirit's compass. I thought of my life, the job, the routines, the compromises. That quiet hum of dissatisfaction had always been there. The traveler's words gave it purpose. It was guiding me home. Listening to the conductor takes courage, he said. It may ask you to change everything, but ignoring it is a greater tragedy. It's an invitation to a more meaningful life. This fear isn't a warning, it's a call to your own adventure. I finally understood. Fear could lead me to my truth. As the storm faded, the traveler's words settled in me. Fear wasn't a monster to slay, but a guardian, mentor, and guide. The problem was never fear itself, but my relationship with it. I'd spent my life running or fighting it, when all it wanted was for me to listen. Don't ignore fear and don't let it command you, the old man said. Have a conversation with it. Ask, why are you here? What are you protecting? What truth are you showing me? Bring it into the light. Make it your counselor. True courage isn't the absence of fear, but walking with it. The most courageous people feel fear, but use its wisdom. At dawn, I stepped from the cave, changed. Fear was still with me, but now it was a steady presence. A reminder to be humble, aware, and true. Real strength isn't about never being afraid. It's about making fear your ally.